Hey guys, it's Michaela. We're gonna be doing pancakes today. So the first step of pancakes is going to be flour. A lot of people might not be aware, but to measure flour, you're going to need to sift it first. I learned a couple years ago that apparently it's common knowledge. I'm gonna go ahead and get a nice big hefty cup of flour, and then I'm gonna dump it in. What I like to do,
I have a bigger spoon usually.
Scoop it into your measuring cup. I'm just gonna fill this up to the top. I'm going to grab a knife and wipe off. Now that it's flush, that's good to go. The flour, 2 tablespoons of sugar, half a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. And then I'm gonna blend it real quick with my whisk. So now that we've combined our flour, sugar, baking powder, and our salt, we're going to start on the wet ingredients. I'm going to beat the egg white. I like the pancakes to be nice and fluffy, and I'm separating my eggs. If you don't mind, you could just put the whole egg in. Johnny asks me why my right arm is so much stronger than my left. This is all I have to say. There we go. Now I am going to stir in my 2 tablespoons of oil, 3/4 of a cup of milk, my egg yolk, and again, just gently mix. The last step, fold our egg whites into our batter. That's really important. You don't want them beat. That's just gonna change the entire consistency of everything you've just worked to make. I usually do chocolate chip, banana, and walnuts for the pancakes. I make them usually on the weekends so that you could just pop them in the toaster in the morning and have them before work. Now we're going to cook those pancakes that we just mixed together. I don't have any nuts, any chocolate chips, any banana. Oh, actually. So I have these frozen peanut butter cookies. It's basically a frozen pack that a friend had bought for me as a school fundraiser. And I'm just gonna cut this into pieces. This is my chopped up cookie. I'm gonna throw that in my batter and I'm going to mix it up. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I always put fun stuff in our food, whether, like I said, it's chocolate chips or nuts, bananas, fruits. And recently I did a recipe to make my own peanut butter chocolate chips and they came out really good. So it was basically the same consistency and texture as this. So I figured, you know what? I don't have anything to put in here. I may as well just use that peanut butter cookie. When I make pancakes to freeze, I like to make sure that I measure them all exactly the same. It just makes it easier. So what I like to do is I like to turn on my burner. I like to put a little bit of butter. Then I kind of like to wipe it off. Basically, I do that because if you leave the butter in there, it kind of starts to turn brown. Put it up a little bit higher to about medium. You don't want them to be too hot because it'll burn the other side, but you do need them to start bubbling up. And it cooks too quickly. It'll make everything kind of oily. Grab a 1/4 cup. I am going to start pouring my pancakes. I'm going to turn the temperature up to medium heat. My pancakes are just starting to get little holes on top, those little bubbles, and that's how I know it's cooking underneath. I like to sometimes just rotate them. My burners are kind of crappy, and they also tick. I make do with what I got, and it works great. It's got a couple holes in it. Now I'm gonna flip my next pancake. I'm gonna move those guys over. And those are your homemade pancakes. They're super fluffy and airy, as you can see. Oh, and they're delicious. Those are actually really good. Now I'm thinking I should make a boysenberry syrup this summer when the berries are ready. It should go with my new pancake recipe. Thank you guys for watching.